as Kevin Keegan has gone, it's very sad. Sad he has sadly gone. Anyway, according to Kevin Keegan, he started playing football at the age, don't know what age, but started, I think it might be 1968, 1969. He played for Scunthorpe. Then by 1971, he went to Liverpool, and Bill Shankly agreed to sign him, or something like that. He might have been there for something like 6 years. Then he went to Germany, went to somewhere like Hamburg, and he became European Player of the Year 2 times. Then he left Germany and came back to England. He played for Southampton for 2 years. And then 2 years later, he went to Newcastle upon Tyne. That's Newcastle United, of course. He was there for 2 years. First, he was in the old second division, got promoted back into the old first division first, and then by 1984 he retired from football, and on the last day he scored, I think it's just the 1 goal for Newcastle United that day. And he got 63 caps for his country, England, of course. I suppose he was a good player back in the day, but I suppose other players beat his old record, I suppose, who knows. He won the old first division for Liverpool 3 times, of course. But it wasn't until 8 years later, which was 1992, he became manager of football. But before that, when he parked his car one night somewhere in Essex, he had his car broken into, or it might be in his Range Rover, and 2 young lads tried to break in, and they recognised Kevin Keegan. Strange but true. Anyway, when he became manager that time, he became manager of Newcastle United for something like nearly 5 years. But as they were in a relegation fight, since they sacked Ozzy Ardiles, he won his first game 3-0. And then got a good result. But some games they won on the day, some games they lost. But on the last day in May, they managed to beat Leicester away 2-1. So they stayed in the old second division. But a year later, it became the new first division since the Premier League started. Then by 1992-93, they won 10 games in a row for a start. And then eventually got promoted into the Premier League at the end of the season by winning that new first division. So they were first division champions. By 1993-1994, they came third place and had Andy Cole scoring the goals, but he was homesick for a start though. I suppose it took him a while to settle down, but he left eventually, went to Manchester United. Then by 1995, 1996, they got off to a good start. Were in the top of the league, and then they started to go pear-shaped. So when he before the end of the season, 1995-96, when Keegan was shouting his head off and said, "When you do that," or something like he was saying, when he's saying Alex Ferguson was a disgrace, whatever it was, he said before the end of the season, he said, "We're still fighting for this title," and I'm telling you that he's got to get something out of it. And he says, "I will love it if we beat them. Love it if we beat them." Whatever he was saying at the touchline thing, whatever it was, on press conference. Anyway, they didn't quite do it, but so they ended second place that day and lost to Tottenham, drew against Tottenham on the last day, 1-1 I should say. Then by 1997, as soon as they kicked off, they won some good games, and some games they lost. 1997, where they beat Tottenham 7-1. Kevin Keegan resigned, and he wanted a holiday to Florida. He did. Then later on, when he became manager of Fulham for a little while, then he decided to become manager of England. They managed to qualify for the European Championship for 2000, but got knocked out in the first round. Then by October 2000, he resigned as they lost to Germany that day. Then when he became manager for Manchester City for a little while, he resigned eventually, he did. He became Newcastle United manager for a little while, something like for 2008, but only for quite a few months. And Kevin Keegan was quite good scoring goals back in the day. He was. It's sad he's gone though, but he will be the greatest that he's done of all time. So never forget Kevin Keegan.